Really good. Really good. Yeah, I do not like pure action movies anymore. Like movies which exist solely for the action. Um, I like my action movies to actually have some kind of substance in them. Mad Max Furiosa was fantastic. I much prefer Furiosa to Fury Road. I think it's better that way. Um, where am I going with this? Bullet Train was pretty good. It didn't have a lot of substance to it, but from a story perspective, but from a filmmaking perspective, it's crazy. I googled it, and it turns out I am not the only person having problems with my PS5 overheating. This is a problem with the game. Uh, People believe that it is apparently because the frame rate in the world areas like we are right now, the frame rate is uncapped apparently, and so what that does is very quickly just melt the fucking PlayStation. Uh, and of course we do not have an option to adjust it here. Great. So let's hope they patch it. 11:30. Yeah, like 11:30. Ideally, I'd be going to sleep at midnight. Yeah, can you guys issue a fix for the game trying to melt my PlayStation? Level 30? Level 30? Rory, like 7, 8. Level 30? Alright, so here we go. The PlayStation's going to start melting, so we need to just, like, run fast. I heard there's a thing here which, like, indicates how many chests there are in the level, but I haven't seen anything. Let's go. Alright.
standing by.
Sorry, Chainsaw Girl.
Time for some Joker.
Can't just get a 5-star and not use them. This is pretty crazy. And of course, the interesting thing to me about this game is that, well, not the interesting, but a interesting thing, is it seems like it would be more viable in this game compared to Genshin or Star Rail to run multiple DPS characters. I mean, the fact is, in Genshin, you do not run multiple DPS characters unless one of them is a dual function DPS. For example, Raiden is both a sub DPS and a DPS. So she can be on the team as a sub DPS and maybe occasionally just take the role of DPS if your main DPS somehow fucks up. Well, that's about it. It's like Raiden and basically no one else that fulfills several team roles like that. Star Rail, you can have multiple DPSs if you can handle the skill points. Here, however, of course, with how the game works, you can just run. Most characters are about DPSing. From what I can tell, there's no healers in this game. It's just about fucking DPSing, and you can only have one character on the field at once. So it actually seems to
the hollow path and quickly look. Exploration route information updated. The trapped workers have been located. Data shows they are in an unsafe environment.
also saying
The rescue must be carried out as soon as possible.
After rescuing the targets, return to this evacuation point.
Valve status analyzed. The valve opens, only the lock is not smart. Name tag verified. Carrot data from
yeah, so I feel like
data updated.
Scan here for nearby hollow data.
I feel like in this game you could actually run multiple
Displaying
DPS
new areas
characters. Ooh,
to
I
explore.
reviewer. I feel like you could actually run multiple DPS characters and not be stupid to do that. Granted, it still probably is better to run sports and stuff, but whereas in Genshin you're just straight up screwing up your team if you play multiple DPSs. Here it actually seems alright. I think that's kind of what I've been doing so far, as far as I'm aware. Except for our first 5-star was a support. I was about to ask Maroon. About to ask if that was Maroon, so I know Maroon's going to do that. But they left me from sooner than. Do I remember how this character's kit works?
Out of the way. Hey idiots, I'm here.
Why did I suck? What am I doing?
You should thank me. Clear out. Here we go! Go now, child.
I sucked in that battle. I did not deserve to win that. Yeah, that's the problem with only playing this game late at night.
We have reached the trapped worker. Work ID. 1.
Ouch! That hurt! I've never been struck by a banged boo before. Sorry.
I have detected vital signs of non-correct association data. Exploration data updated.
Belle, let's check out the location the holo reader gave us.
Also, in the previous stream, I mentioned like, oh, I can already see like a criticism I have for this game, and I never said like what it was. It was that the environments could potentially get repetitive. However, I watched the YouTube video and I saw that the game is going to have different environments in the future. So that's no. It's through this like tutorial section that it all kind of looks the same.
That's an area the HDD system can't scan. Scan for holo data here too.
Displaying new areas to explore. Exploration route 1 floor above.
Let's try using this carrot data.
Displaying new areas to explore. New exploration routes detected in the holo's upper level.
Take cover. Take this. Good riddance. Shark Nami! Alright. Hi. I'm here. You cannot stop me. Trap suit. Ready and waiting. Thanks for your business.
Thing is, we are playing on like, I think we're playing on casual difficulty. I think I'm not going to that. I don't want to be a filter casual.
We have reached the trapped worker. Searching work ID. The trapped worker. We have reached the trapped work ID. The trapped work.
We found all the survivors. Time to evacuate.
Sufficient gear coins paid. Authentication successful. Opening valve. The trapped workers.
So when I'm looking to streaming on my Xbox, something in my head is telling me I can stream to YouTube on my Xbox now. Let me Google it. Can Xbox Series X stream to YouTube? Because if so, I would want to at some point do a playthrough of Halo, like all of them. It's been a while. Some of these, okay, well, guy I just found is for like streaming. It's not for like, you know, like PS5 is great for streaming. It's just you hold down the clip button, you scroll over to broadcast, and there you go. It just does it for you.
Oh, Belle. Good timing. Come here.
Xbox used to have that, and they changed some of the UI around it, and for some reason they,
You mean
as
these
far as I'm aware,
bags?
still don't
They're
allow you
full
to
of
do it
broken
to
signal
YouTube.
transmitters that came from Bangbu.
Only
When
Twitch.
put together, they're equivalent to several low-frequency signal jammers. With these, we can talk freely without worrying about Big Brother over there. Yeah, I mean that AI, Fairy. We need to have a serious talk about...
I wanted to talk to you about her too.
I thought with her calling you Master all the time, she'd have you fooled. But seeing your utter lack of surprise makes me feel relieved. It's been a while since we let Fairy participate in our proxy work. And she's independently calculated. I'm sure you've noticed. She didn't depend on any local data, nor did she ask for any support. But she still... It's not like she doesn't need any holo data. She does. It's just that she can access the data she needs almost instantly. Remember how she mentioned she can access over 80% of the smart devices in the city? So, if we could only glimpse a corner of the holo before, now thanks to her...
Ethan's proxy account is gone. Even if we become better proxies ourselves, it'll be hard to get back to the level we were before.
That is really important. But right now I want to talk about this Fairy problem. Fairy's powers are something the elites of New Eridu would all kill for. And when she forced you to become her master, she said that you should bide your time and wait for the opportunity, but refuse to reveal anything further.
But if we can make use of her abilities, we might finally get some leads on what we've been investigating. Our
Yeah. Anyway, we need to figure out where Fairy came from. There's no rush, of course. Let's take it slow. At least she's really good at staying hidden, so we don't need to worry about hackers like last time.
Didn't you ask the Cunning Hares to help investigate all this? How's that coming along?
There's not been much progress, I'm afraid. Nicole got the strong... I doubt they'll find anything concrete. Let's just hope that they don't... They're good at making mountains out of mold. Anyway, that's about everything I wanted to say about Fairy. You've been so busy improving our reputation on the proxy network and running the video store lately. Let's just chill out and watch some TV tonight.
as the municipal election is approaching, the high-profile civil construction project to renovate the old Capital Metro is now officially underway. It's our honor to interview Mr. Charles Perlman, the chief representative of the contracted company, the Vision Corporation. Later today, Vision will be carrying out explosive demolitions near the old Capitol and the Metro reconstruction area commonly known as Canvas Street. Could you give us a rundown on the process? Good question, young man.
After the fall of the old Capitol, a number of damaged metro lines severely hindered the accessibility and urban
Oh wait,
development of New
Face Strike, this
Eridu.
is anime
To solve
intro.
this
It's the
problem,
second best episode
the
anime intro.
deteriorating
I really
remnants
need
of
to
the
do it
old
to
metro
before,
must be
meaning to,
completely
like,
removed,
to.
followed by the construction
I'm
of a
getting too scared
completely
of
new metro.
Persona fans of
Despite the cost, Vision has ordered a large quantity of
Persona 4 Golden is
high-purity
number 1.
industrial
Persona 5
ether
Strikers.
explosives for this operation.
Then
I see. But there's currently no way to pass
Persona
between
5
Canvas
Dancing.
Street and the city, right? How does Vision
there's
plan
that
to
part near the
transport
end
the
of Persona 5
explosives?
Dancing which I really hate, but the rest of it is amazing.
Correct. But Vision always looks to the
Persona
future.
4
Take a look
Dancing
at this
is also
electronic
good,
map.
but Persona 3
We're
Dancing I
currently
kinda hate.
located at the Demolition Command Center, at the entrance to the Dead End Hollow.
Base
And the
Persona
red
4
area on the map
is
the Demolition Zone. The
I
tunnel
have mixed
from New
feelings on it. It's
Eridu
like
to the
quite
Demolition
like it,
Zone
but it's
has
just
been
it's so
completely consumed by
minimalistic
that
compared
very
to all of
dead
the
end
other
hollow.
intros.
However,
It kind of just feels like
some
they didn't
metro
try.
lines within this hollow are still
But it
intact.
looks good, but it's just like
So
it is all
we
the other ones.
decided to use a
It
special
feels wrong
train
to place
to
it above
transport
any
the
of the other ones
explosives
because
through the
let's just be
hollow.
honest, it doesn't look
We
better.
were
It doesn't
very
look like it took as
careful
much
to
effort.
avoid any ethereals, and finally managed to transport
Persona
most
3
of the
Portables, I
explosives
hated
to
it
the
at first,
demolition
but I
zone.
really grew to love it over playthrough.
Don't worry,
It's still
they
like
won't
how high
explode
it
without
actually puts it.
a
I'm
dedicated
not sure.
detonator or a sizable external force. I really wanted
I
to
still
show
don't know how I
you
feel about the
around.
moment where it's like
But
shoots
to
all the
avoid
words off the
signal
screen again.
interference with the blast, we've had to shield the entire blast area. Currently, only our dedicated frequency band is available for communication.
All civilians have been cleared of the area, but
Persona
communications
4
are still being
Golden's
blocked as a
intro
safety
is
measure.
just
Vision has thought of
amazing.
all the details.
Persona 4 is my least favourite Persona
That's
game.
right. That's
But
the vision of the Vision
The
Corporation.
intro,
The
man.
well-being of everyone in New Eridu.
The intro is just
As we had mentioned
so
a few
damn
months
good.
ago, the Vision Corporation won the contract for the old Capital Metro renovation project. By promising to complete the contract in less time and at a reduced cost, the Vision Corporation won the bid with a significant advantage over the highly regarded Bellabog Industries. Our special correspondent tried to contact those involved at Bellabog, but was unable to conduct an interview.
Mr. Perlman, do you have anything to say about this victory over the rising star Bellabog Industries?
Alright, you actually
Bellabog
mentioned
Industries
Bellabog.
is a respected competitor we can learn from. I'm sure they'll do
This
better
this
next
can't be a
time.
coincidence. If
So,
look
can
at
you
it,
tell us
it
the
can't
secret
be.
behind your reduced project costs?
This shouldn't be one of the questions, should it?
What do you mean?
This question wasn't included in the outline you sent?
Mr. Perlman, we're live right now.
What Mr. Perlman means is there's no question of improper cost reduction relating to Vision Corporation.
Oh,
We welcome the scrutiny of all citizens.
I miss
Mr.
that.
Perlman will also be on the demolition site to oversee
Cycle's
things
just
till the
such a
very
cool game
end.
to play through. I think I remember, I played it for 20 hours or something. I was like, I got into it, but then like it was on the Switch, and I just
The
got into the
construction
face
site is
playing
near a
other
hollow.
consoles.
They
So I
had
kind
to
of just
relocate
left,
all
I
the
dropped it halfway through, not because I didn't
Companies
really
that
like
want
it,
to
but just
enter the
like
Tax Alliance
stopped
sure
playing the
are
Switch,
something
playing
else.
other consoles. When I went on the holiday,
Three
and I
cameras
brought
have
the Switch with me.
identified an unknown
And of course, it
person
was on that
approaching
holiday
the store
where
at
I
high
played the
speed.
entirety of Zelda Breath of the
Speculation.
Wild,
Their video rental is about to expire. Or
like
they
a
are
60-hour
plotting against the
playthrough.
store.
It's
And
just
then
the customer.
I
I'll
went
go
back
get the
on
door.
Strikers and finished Strikers
What?
as well.
That's a strange way to say we've got a customer.
Strikers does add in that like, oh, it's Mecha Martin. Strikers adds in the like a new difficulty after you complete the game mode. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. I tried it. It literally just one-shots you. Every enemy one-shots you. It is literally impossible. It's physically not possible to actually play it. It's crazy. I don't know how we released it in that state. But I'm pretty sure what it does is it just makes every enemy to level 100. And so the game opens with an intro where the game is deliberately designed. It gives you a massive horde of enemies. But the point is that, of course, you're supposed to fight those guys. They're like level fucking 0 in the intro, because you haven't had a chance to actually play the game yet. So at level 0, they're barely even trying to attack you, and their attacks, if they do hit, are very weak. So when you actually play the game for the first time, it's incredibly easy. But when you turn this difficulty setting on, suddenly, now first of all their AI is actually functional, but also, if they hit you once, you die. Unless you're like maximum level and have the best personas in the game or something. And it's a massive horde of enemies. There's so many of them, you simply don't have enough iframes to dodge. It's literally impossible. I don't get it.
Were you looking for a specific video today? The 7710 and his cat film just came in.
That sounds interesting. What's that about? Never mind.
Also, so are they just not going to explain why there's cat girls and shit in this world?
I've got a prophecy commission for you.
You must be mistaken. As you can see, we're just a normal video store.
Wait! You don't have to worry about me. My name is Nekomata. Nicole told me to come. I'm not a baddie.
Thing is, isn't Nekomata like a species?
I'm pretty positive you've got the wrong place.
It means
Nicole
cat,
of the
right?
Cunning Hairs, the leader of the odd job agency, the Cunning Hairs. Look, this is her Bang Boo. This is proof, right?
That certainly is the Bang Boo Nicole usually has with her. Did Nicole really send you? Where are they now?
The place he just mentioned in the news. Vision's blast zone. That guy said there was no one inside, but that's a lie.
Nekomata are kind of cats yokai described in Japanese folklore, classical kaidan, essays, etc. When I Google Nekomata, the first image which appears is Kurara, of course, and then it's just some spooky looking cats. That looks like a demon cat. And Zenless, of course. Just be based on my own results. That's an anime scary cat. Of course, there's the enemy in Persona named Nekomata as well.
Would it be weird if I wasn't even surprised?
Do they have a good reason for being at Vision's construction site?
They're looking for something. My commission. The Red Fang Gang are causing trouble. There's been several fights. And so many people like Camp Tuna.
Take it easy. It sounds like you're talking about a huge sale at a shopping center or something.
Well, I don't know where to start. Right, Nicole's Bang Boo. It's got the visual data from the past few days. Just have a look.
Unfortunately, only its owner, or the manufacturer of the Marcel Group, has access to its visual data.
Beep. What's that weird sound?
What's up with Fairy? Is she trying to tell us something?
What's that? Fairy?
No. Nothing like that here. Fairy, do you have any way to read the Bang Boo data?
Question. Is the request to convert this Bang Boo's visual recording into video output?
Who's talking? Is there someone else here?
That's just our newly installed virtual assistant. So Fairy, can you do it?
Processing Bang Boo visual data for the last several days. Please say, I'm stupid. I should have asked sooner.
I'm stupid. I should have turned you off sooner.
Fairy, the rest is up to you.
Establishing Bang Boo connection and reading visual data. Data read complete. Commencing playback.
Whoa, you've got an image.
Let me see. Yeah, that's it. That's the day me and Nicole met.
Hey!
Hey! Stop!
Don't move!
Okay, I won't move. Take it easy, you two. Breathe in, breathe out. I gotta say, don't you think it's unfair? After all, it's the ether corruption that killed your boss, not us cutting hair.
I don't get the usage of that
What do you mean?
squiggly line.
You're risking it all on a mistake.
I always thought we use that
Don't you
squiggly
think you
line
should try
when the
thinking
voice
for
acts like a
yourself?
squiggly line, like it
The
goes up
cutting
and
hair's
down.
entire
In
savings
potentially like
are
a
in this briefcase.
flirtatious way.
I'll give you
or
half if you
trading
pretend you
off.
didn't see me today. How about it?
But
Show us
yeah,
the money
it's
first.
just being
We'll
used.
check it
It
ourselves.
doesn't really seem to indicate
How do
anything
you
at all.
open it?
Different to
Left 4, right
punctuation.
7.
And I
It'll
know
open
how I
when
feel
you hear
about
the
that. I
click.
like punctuation actually having a meaning and effect. No, I do also believe rules are made to be broken. So.
Street Kid rule number 1. Never trust a stranger.
I've used a hyphen to end a paragraph a couple times and
And
then
you
cut to a
thought
new
you could
sentence.
take
I
something
don't
from
know
me.
if that's legal,
What
but
about
I don't
me?
care if it isn't, so I think it's cool.
Street Kid rule number 2. Never leave your back open.
Are you Sparkle? Don't be
That
Sparkle.
explosion
I don't
came from
like
over
Sparkle as a
here.
character.
Get them!
Such a letdown.
These two idiots got taken out. She couldn't have gone far. Go
I
after
still
her.
don't get what they're going for with the end of Benigoni. I still don't.
They almost found
Well, I
us.
can tell they tried to act like Sparkle's
You're not here to ambush me?
good by the
You-
end. But, I mean,
You're
we started that
not
promo
with the
video
Red
for her
Fang gang?
shooting herself over
But
and
quite
over.
the
What was that
opposite.
about?
I'm
You
as
know
much a victim of theirs
the
as you
Aeon
are.
she served was a villain.
I'm Neko Miyamada,
The,
but you can call me
the
Neko
background of the,
I've got a commission for the
fight
coming year.
against
But before that,
Anti
we need to get out
and
of
laughing at you. So they're enjoying your suffering, so we know they're a villain. Then she shows up and she says racial damn slurs to Venturine and
I'm confident in
taunts him
Nicole's
as he's
adaptability,
dying.
but considering
So-
we're being targeted by the Red Fang gang, things aren't looking too good lately.
Not to mention she's an arsehole to Sunday as well, isn't
us
she?
to look into the strongbox, I really wouldn't
So,
want to go anywhere near
yeah,
this
she
stuff
really was
again.
just like a horrible
Billy,
person for like the
do
whole
you
story,
really have a cold?
and then we kind of
If you
forgot
hadn't
about her
sneezed
for
earlier
one
and
of the
exposed our
chapters.
position, we wouldn't have been forced to split.
And then at the very end, they throw her in like, oh, here's a bunch of fake bombs. Oh, wait, they're actually fireworks.
So some of my gears
And
are starting to run
fireflies
slow.
alive.
You're cold because I bet you weren't
I'm
wearing
sorry,
enough last night while watching
I'm
Oh,
completely
Sweetie.
blanking on everything's going on. I'm too tired
Nicole.
to take a sip right now.
Boss,
I
you
am not
alright?
invested in the plot.
Why are you coming
I
from
just
the
wanted an
direction of
excuse
the
to
hollow?
fight things.
Oh, and who is this kitten?
name's Nikomata, your new client.
Oh, that's our boss for you! Finding work at a time like this!
I've heard
Such a
Ambi is
role
really
model.
valuable as
Did
like
you approach
a
Nicole
one
yourself?
of the game's
Don't
few
worry, Ambi.
stun
If
characters.
it weren't for Nikomata, I'd still be trapped in the Red Fang gang's territory.
Yeah,
Apparently,
come on
like the
now,
best way
don't
to
be
play is to
nervous.
have one
I'm on your
DPS, one
side.
stun,
There's something I
and
need to get
one
back from the Red
support.
Fang gang. Several years ago, the Red Fang gang's leader,
Which
Miguel
makes
Silva,
sense.
took an heirloom from my family. I infiltrated their
So
territory
if
to get it
Ambi
back,
is a stun,
but I haven't managed it yet.
So what you mean is, you want us to get your family heirloom back for you?
Yeah, that won't be easy. The Red Fang
so in our
gang might be a
current
mess
team,
right
you should
now,
replace
but as you saw
Billy with
earlier,
Ambi
they've got
if
it
you
in
want
for
to
us because of
succeed.
Silver's death.
And I
Let's
can
just
like
say
her, so I'm
our
alright with that.
well-being is not
But
their
I also
biggest
really like
priority.
Billy. So.
That heirloom is really valuable. I'm willing to pay 30% of its value as your remuneration. Depending on the situation, perhaps even 70.
Just how much is it worth exactly?
Nicole, sorry for interrupting. Considering how dangerous the job is,
I think it'd be
Now,
better
the
to
thing
confirm
is,
the
though, of
sincerity
course,
of the client
I
rather
mentioned
than the
streaming
fee.
here. I don't want to keep extending my stream backlog. I still want to go back to Nier Automata
Is
and
that
do all
so?
the quests
But
and
in
get
movies,
the
new
true ending.
companions appearing around
I
the
need
main
to. I
character at
want to
times
go
like
back
this are
to
always being
Final Fantasy
deceitful.
VII Rebirth
Later on, they
and
might turn into scary ghosts
at
or have
least do
monsters
all the
crawling out
side
of them.
quests and probably do
There's a monster
the
inside me.
remaining world
Do you
explosion
want
as
to touch
well.
and see?
And that's
No
potentially going to
thanks.
take another 100
Please don't
hours.
misunderstand. I'm the one whose trust you need to earn.
And then, of course,
And
I said I would play the
surprisingly
original
not a
Final
cat
Fantasy VII.
person.
I don't know about that at this point.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't want to play a game
I
where
hear
Aerith
footsteps from
dies.
that alley over there.
Spoiler. Apparently, the people that don't know that,
Got you. I'll take you all on.
I struggle to beat that. Apparently, the guy that played it for PlayStation Access, is it?
That was close.
I remember watching them like 10 years ago. That was crazy. Them and outside Xbox. Yeah, PlayStation Access outside Xbox. 10 years ago, they were the shit. Nowadays, I don't think either of them are particularly successful. Both of them actually seem to, despite not being successful, they still like have that old charm. I watch their videos occasionally, which is nice to see. They're not willing
Are you
to
satisfied that Nekomata
just
is sincere now?
completely compromise
It was a
themselves
clean
just
hit,
to try to keep
but the
afloat.
guy's reaction was...
I really respect that.
He seemed to recognize her.
Of course.
Yeah, apparently the guy playing that
Following
didn't
them
know
to get my
about
family
that.
heirloom.
Yeah, I don't
I
want
can't
to.
help if they know me
I
by
don't want to
now.
acknowledge it as a
At the same
possibility
time,
to even
I
happen.
also found out about all the
So
hideouts.
I
From
don't
what
know
I've
if I want to
seen,
play it.
the Red Fang Gang has 3 hideouts where they store important items. And my family heirloom is
Yeah, so
probably
is that.
in one of them. There's been a lot of hollow activity
And
recently.
I've also discovered the
Unfortunately,
Pacific
these
Drive.
3
I
hideouts were
mentioned
all
this earlier.
swallowed up.
I think
The Red
Pacific
Fang Gang
Drive.
doesn't have enough manpower right
It's
now, so they're all having
described
trouble
as
getting
a
their stuff
successor
out
to
in
Outer
time.
Wilds. And so,
I have to admit, it's a good
well,
opportunity
Outer
for
Wilds
us.
is my #1 favourite game of all
Alright,
time, so maybe
Nekomata, on
Pacific
behalf
Drive
of
could
the
be
Cunning
great.
Hares, I accept your commission. You've
And
got
on top of
information
that,
on the
there's my
Red Fang Gang.
PlayStation game
Plus, you can
backlog.
fight. So, why don't you come with us
I
for
have
now?
Persona 5
I want to get
Tactica.
my family heirloom
I've
back
had
as
that
soon as
for
possible.
since
We've
Christmas.
got a deal then.
Yeah,
Let's
since
go back and
Christmas,
get
I
ready.
think.
We'll meet up near the Hollow
And
later.
I haven't gotten that out of the box yet, so I probably should do that.
Nekomata just
I have
messaged
God
me.
of War.
She'll be here soon.
Nicole,
Yeah, God of
are
War
you really
2016.
sure
Haven't
about
gotten
this?
that out yet.
There's something familiar
Spider-Man Miles
about the way
Morales.
she
Haven't gotten
fights.
that out yet.
She's got skills only someone involved would, but you're the one to make the call. I'll follow your
I
lead.
think I could potentially play Miles Morales in one
Andy, I
stream.
understand how you feel.
So I
I
can
was here
invitation
first, or whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. But either way, no skin off our nose, right? Even if the little kitten has a hidden agenda, nothing gets past me. The Red Fang Gang keeps getting in our way, so it's time to try something different. Don't forget, we still have a mission. We have to help Faithin investigate the Strongbox. No matter what Nekomata and the Red Fang Gang have going on, she's
Because
familiar
the
with
other
their
thing is,
hideouts.
of course, I
This is our
I
chance to
can't
find out
turn
about
to
the
proper
Strongbox.
streaming till I'm finished
And
my
not to
personal
mention
project.
the
And by the
substantial
time I finish my
commission
personal
payment.
project,
So
I'm
why
not going to
shouldn't
be
we do
that
it?
far from uni starting again, which
everything,
means
boss.
no more streaming properly. So,
Sorry for the wait. Did I miss anything?
Not at all. We were just saying we should get cracking on the investigation once you're here.
So let's get going? I'll show you the way. Let's check out the first hideout.
this animation's that's disgusting.
We're in the hollow now. Let's be careful.
Don't worry. I know this place inside and out. Just follow me. The Red Fang Gang base isn't far. Just gotta take out a few more ethereal.
PS5 is too hot. So the thing is that now that I do know it is just this game, that also makes me wonder, like, should I care? Is it just going to fix itself? But again, I don't know if I can take that risk. I really do need to fix this because there's a problem with the game. And obviously, it is a game-breaking issue. Well, I'm less furious about it because it's a tech thing, and so I suppose. I mean, I myself have had a lot of tech problems in my experience with trying to make games, so I can understand it. And I haven't spent any money on this game yet. If I'd spent money on it, I'd be more pissed.
What's going on? It's been hours. The pickup guys
Seeing as how
still
I've gotten
aren't
2
here?
5-stars
I'm a
at
bounce
this
if they aren't
point,
here
without
soon.
spending any money,
It's just some old
that
gang
makes
junk.
a good case for me
Even if
not
we sell
spending
it
any money on
outside,
this
it
game.
won't be worth much. Huh, this job ain't worth. Even if you don't turn in.
Give it a couple of minutes. There's not much.
Hey, I heard another we ain't the only.
Who knows?
We weren't like this before. Look at us now.
Nekomata. No! I called you 5 times.
What they were saying had nothing
Yeah, let's
to do
finish
with
this
strange.
mission
You're
ASAP
keeping a
and
close
then
eye.
I'll end stream. Fine, I was considering
I
ending
would've
anyway.
ruled it.
Great. Let's roll.
Who are you? A messenger of justice, here to recover stolen loot!
Silly! Quit fooling around with them!
Dangerous target discovered. ISS. Wanted bulky infestors with skills at using their grappling to launch head-on attacks. Please don't get entangled with them. Knock them down quickly.
Out of my way!
You asked for it!
Leave the last one to me! In my sights!
Does the android need? There may be something worth investigating over there.
Let's see. Ew! Smelly so. What'd you find?
Maybe. Oh, that hurt!
Consider that from next.
It wouldn't hurt him if he's wearing a thick.
Good point.
Am I supposed to thank?
Nekomata, how about you?
Here's something.
I think it's really interesting to have this game
seems you were
seemingly
too
not have
busy
any
being
healers, so
salty
any
to
damage you
notice.
take permanent until your encounter ends.
Hello.
That's a
Makes
group
sense,
photo.
considering how
Give it back, or I'll.
relatively
Knock it out,
easy it
you
is
two.
to dodge and
Andy,
avoid
put the blade
attacks in this
down.
game.
Nekomata,
If he
keep
wants
the
to, he
wallet
could just
back.
play as Billy and just
Nekomata,
constantly attack from a distance.
We've gone through most of the stuff here, but just showing you the random valuables we
If
find
he ever gets like a
isn't
5-star upgrade, that's gonna be
What
so epic.
is your family heirloom exactly?
Oh, yeah!
I might have. I checked your reputation on public forums very. The first 50 comments.
I can't argue it.
But don't be discouraged. After all,
Really?
I saw it on the public forums.
Lured into.
Exactly. Once we finish the commission.
Yay!
Remind me.
We have to take a group photo of the
I don't want to skip a dialogue, but I am scared my PlayStation's gonna melt, so
I did hear that cat people only eat with people they trust.
if that does happen, I will be pretty upset.
Any unusual habits of Thyrans you've heard about are just gossip. I'm just not very interested in superheroes. Plus, I'm a bit picky about my food.
Is that so? In that case,
Oh yeah, play
we won't force you.
Xbox
Anyway,
with a new
what's
Game Pass
important
changes.
is finding Nekomata's
God damn it.
heirloom. So, Nekomata, lead the way.
Thing is, because I don't play Xbox anymore, so I can't justify anything on Xbox. The Game Pass is, of course, like it's a great deal.
Fall back, kitty cat.
The Game Pass still is a great deal, even with the price phasing. The thing about Game Pass is that they put a really really healthy mix of games on there. At least I did. I don't know what the current catalog is, but it is actually an extremely healthy mix, and that's something I really appreciate. Like games, a lot of my favourite games of all time I got off Game Pass. Persona 5 Royal, Game Pass. All of Persona, Game Pass actually. Outer Wilds on Game Pass. Celeste, Game Pass. Hollow Knight was on Game Pass at some point, even though it's not one of my favourite games, but of course technically any games on my favourites list if you just go back far enough. But Hollow Knight was on there at some point, I think.
A ledger should be important.
The entire Halo series.
Right now, the Red Fang Gang exists in name only. It'd be a wise choice to get rid of these things if the remaining people wanted to start over with a clean slate.
All in all, seems like it's not so
Neo Tomato was on it at some point, I think.
Why do I feel like you don't have my back?
Amori.
Okay,
Amori was on it.
Since it isn't here either, let's get ready to head to the next hideout. Which is?
The car's already mentioned.
So
the Red Fang Gang rose to power on Canvas Street.
yes, I think at some point or another,
just follow me.
What?
Every game in my top 5 of all time, other than Final Fantasy VII, was on Game Pass.
Come on, you must have seen the
So
news, right?
you can get a lot of really good AAA games. You can get a lot of stellar indie games which you otherwise would just not pick up out of risk, well, you're not being worth your money or time. And then you can also just get some of the best games of all time.
Exactly.
What I think is the best game of all time in Outer Wilds. I don't know if it's still on it anymore, but like Game Pass is just so incredibly good. Again, you can get 1 month of Game Pass for the price of a third of a game or something. Yeah, you can get 1 month of Game Pass for like half the price of Outer Wilds, and then in exchange for that you get all the best games of all time.
I thought since I asked the smart,
And as long as you can play them all in 1 month, then I mean you can do that and then unsubscribe. And there you go, you got like a couple grand's worth of an experience. You got potentially life-changing experiences for like a $5.
Even the cunning hares are afraid of the dead end.
The Game Pass is really a steal.
To hire someone else.
It's just fucking tragic that it's slightly worse off one now.
To pay their price. Let me check the offline version of the hiring.
But I very much recommend it to anyone who plays an Xbox.
I never said anything about avoiding the commission. What I meant was, we need a professional plan for such a high-risk task, plus
playing video games and not just playing FIFA.
And all sorts of other professional...
Oh, I see.
Because there is something in Game Pass for absolutely everyone. You know, I think Outer Wilds, one of the best things about it is how accessible it is. Literally anyone can play it. Even if you're dumb as hell, you can still play Outer Worlds, despite being a puzzle game.
We'll just look for something in the hollow, dummy.
There is no kind of person that can't appreciate Outer Worlds.
All we need to do is avoid running into that dangerous dude. It's just the dead-end hollow. Since our client
People that love stories will appreciate it. It's one of the best gaming's best stories ever. People that love puzzles will appreciate the puzzles being pretty good. People that love game design analysis will fucking nuts over and over and over, because Outer Wilds is the most well-designed game of all time. You will not, you will never win in a debate against that. If an Outer Wilds fan, if there was a debate for that, and the Outer Wilds fan actually stepped up to that, you would not win. You would not stand a chance. The Outer Worlds game design is just so fucking incredible and so far ahead of everything else in the industry right now. It is unbeatable.
That's right, and then lots of things happened.
You will get fucking annihilated if you try to argue. Pretty much any game even approaches Outer Wilds in terms of game design. It won't work.
Please watch it.
You will get laughed out. Again, Ricky just did a really good job of breaking that down in his review of Outer Worlds. I think it was actually his review of Echoes of the Eye, but it was referring to something in the base game. He basically showed how open a door and you learn. He listed 5 things, but in the comment section I actually listed, well, actually it's like 10 things, and I listed further things which I forgot to mention in that moment.
Oh no! I can't believe the last train is leaving so early!
And you learn all of that just from opening the door. It's
We have to come up with a way to stop the explosive!
incredible game design. The best game design ever. It's just no debating.
How do we stop them?
And yeah, that game's on Game
In
Pass.
full view of the public, we'll be
it's not
arrested
taking
by
months to
public
play.
security immediately.
The safest way would be to report it to public security.
So,
but if we do that,
like on that basis, like this single game can make Game Pass worthy. Because if you wanted to, you could just be like, oh, well, I want to play Outer Wilds, but 20 quid is a bit much. Sure, I'll get 1 month Game Pass and I'll just play Outer Wilds that month. It's perfectly doable. Just play Outer Wilds in 2 or 3 sittings.
Theoretically, it's plausible.
Barry, can you get the real-time location of the train?
I have not been paying attention to it.
Calculating a safe route to the target.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. We have to find a way to stop it inside the hollow.
It is wild. The Outer Worlds developers were just in school. And then, what was that thing I got? They were in school, doing their thing, and we were like, we want to make a game. I want to make a game instead of like an essay for my final thing or whatever. So then we did it, and then we just casually made the best game ever made. And it's just like, what? Why were you guys in school? You did not need it. Don't give me a 5-star. Just don't. Okay. Just good. Oh, Billy Constellation. I'll take that. Actually, yeah, maybe I should start. Maybe I should use up my pools just to get constellations for characters before more 4-stars come out and make it harder to do so. God damn, I just love talking about Outer Worlds. This game is just...
I have 2 guns!
How can I help?
Standing by.
Impact. I heard that in this game, 3-star weapons kind of suck compared to 4 stars and 5 stars. Which, I mean, kind of makes sense. Apparently it's worse in Genshin. I don't know what Impact does, but sounds great. But let's upgrade Ambi just because I heard she's important.
Standing by.
So if we were to make 2 teams, which I heard again for endgame content, you need 2 teams.
Touch my tail.
Is there a way of Oh, there's not any like team layouts? Oh, that's unfortunate. It is kind of less necessary in this game, though, just because of how the teams are put together and stuff. And also the fact the cast is very small for now.
Time for some.
Now this is pretty crazy. Who are these like empty slots here? But like for now, we have 8 characters, and we are missing 10. So, yeah, so we already have almost half the roster. If I get 1 more character, I have half of the game's current roster already, which is pretty wild.
Come on. Touch my tail, and now.
But yeah, so if I wanted to put together 2 teams,
Don't look at me.
physical attack,
Time for some tail care.
ice,
Touch 1, 2,
electric support, Electric stun.
Time for some hard labor.
Fire
How can I-
defense.
Starlight, it's time to shine.
Physical attack.
Need something? My services are
Ether
nothing
support.
is you. So Kaku, ready.
Ice support.
Is it work? One.
Come on.
Head made
So if
Rena
we were
at
to
your
put together
service.
2 teams,
I have two.
One.
we would want
two,
you,
Yes, all accounted
other
for.
stun character,
So
whoever that
hey,
is.
don't look.
I shall follow your orders.
You, right? Yeah, you.
I'm at your.
You is.
It's our turn.
One.
Do you want
two,
you?
So hey.
I shall follow
You.
your orders. Time for some.
I have
You?
Time for some tailcare.
Yeah. So team 1,
Head made
you,
me touch
you.
one standing
Can I
by.
favourite characters?
Time for some tailcare. Touch my tail? No.
Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, but
One, two, yes.
Starlight.
Is it? Hey.
I shall follow your orders.
so hopefully we can get this guy at some point.
I have
Head made
We run
one,
him,
Head made
you,
one,
you,
two, yes. All
and then we
ready for
run
combat.
you,
So
I
you,
have 2 guns, so
and
Need
you.
something? My services are expensive.
I didn't realise you were supportive. It's all the same effect. Does that stack? Is that buff stacking for each one of these you buy?
Nothing to fear. One ready for combat. Head touch me.
I have 2.
How can I?
So
You increase ether damage.
You want to test my hammer?
It's our turn.
You increase ether damage, but from what I can tell, you are the only character in the game which deals ether damage.
Awaiting further instructions.
Yeah, that's
Ready,
fire.
Nothing to fear.
You're the only
Touch me,
character in the game
Cam.
which does ether damage right
Need
now.
something? My services are nothing to fear.
So that's
Need
literally a
something? My
support
services
for
are expensive.
herself
So
at the moment.
one stand good ready for combat.
Time for.
So yeah,
I'm at your disposal.
yeah, this is not investing in Nicole as a support yet. But anyway, the game's forcing me to go off, or my PlayStation will melt. Again, it might not, but oh well. I've been streaming for an hour, it's midnight now. I'm going to sleep.